picking up a bit.
Ah, man. Good thing I'm not yes. I was saying, have you heard from the doctors or any more results?
No, I've been chasing them every morning and got nothing so far. It's really frustrating. They haven't even booked me in for my tests. So I'm just going to keep annoying them until they book me in. But essentially I can't do anything until I've had the exercise test, because then they'll know it's safe at least for me to exercise.
Okay. First world problems.
Yeah.
How long before we start?
2 minutes and 10 seconds.
Exactly.
Have we got a full 8 tonight, have we, or are we down to 7?
We're back to 8. Thanks for Toby. Thanks for Toby.
Peter, this is Neil. If I've got a bit of momentum and I start coming past you before the end of your pull, I'll just give you a shout to knock off. It's only going to be on a downhill or something.
Okay, clear.
Or the entire sprint at the end.
Yeah, but I'm still there.
Yeah. Everyone else target must be to try and get in front of Neil on that last stretch.
Should we start off with Peter just going to a minute? And then we'll go into the order just so we can set it already. So Peter will go to a minute just as soon as we're together. I'll shout, but you'll just go to a minute. Then Neil till a minute 30, him till 2 minutes, Raoul till 2:30.
Okay, and if you miss the start or your start, Squirrel, we can just call it minutes.
Yeah. Sure.
1 minute.
Someone just shout. Yeah, someone shout as soon as their timer starts on the screen. That'd be great. Just realised that probably makes a big difference. If someone's really slow getting off the start, they'll be on a different timer to everyone else.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I'm just going to move forward.
30 seconds.
Sorry. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, go.
Perfect. I can see it. That's perfect. I can see it on Snowy's for some reason. Okay, so Peter, if you got, we've got one person off the back. Just bridge that gap, and then we're good to go. So Peter up for a minute till 1 minute. Neil up at 1 minute. Him up at 1:30. And Raoul, you'll be up at 2 minutes. Try and get into a bit of an order, stretch out that front. Okay, 15 more seconds, Neil.
Yeah, 15 seconds.
Okay, Neil's taking over in 5 for 30 seconds, then Pim, you'll be up at 1 minute 30. Raoul, you'll be up at 2 minutes. Richie at 2:30.
Yeah.
We're aiming for 48 kilometers an hour. Okay, Pim, you're moving up in 5. Looking over from Neil. Okay. Raoul, you're up at 2 minutes. in 5. Richie, you're up at 2:30 for a minute. Which means Snowy, you're up at 3:30. She's taking over 5 for a minute. Snowy with him. Richard, just do your best to keep moving through. Keep on your tail. That's good, that's good. Let's get back to the normal watts. Okay, Snowy's up at 3:30. Toby, you'll be up at 4 minutes. And Peter, you'll be back up at 4:30.
I'll stop it in a minute.
You stroke, okay, that's fine. Okay, Snowy, you're up in 10. I can only see 7 of us.
Yeah, Neil is gone. I don't know. No, he's back.
Yeah, he's going in and out. That's okay. Snowy's up for another 20 seconds. Toby, you're taking over at 4 minutes. Peter, you're taking over at 4:30.
Yep.
Peter, are you just doing 30 seconds this time then?
Yeah, sure. I can also do 1 minute.
Okay, if you're good
I'll
4
go for
minutes.
30
fine.
seconds and then see.
Okay. Richie, was it you that said you couldn't do a minute?
Yeah, sorry.
Okay, that's fine. Peter, are you happy to do a minute this time?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll do a minute then. Okay, so Peter, you're up in 15 seconds doing a minute till 5:30. Neil, you'll be up at 5:30. Pim, you'll be up at 6. Neil, don't sprint through those gaps, just ease onto it. Paul, just push up with Neil. That's good, don't worry, don't worry. Snowy, you've got to put a little work in. Try and do as little work as we can in the pack.
I'm off the back.
Who's that? Richie.
Richie.
That's okay.
Yeah.
Okay, P2 still good. Another 40 seconds. Snowy, can you close that gap to him? Neil's up at 5:30. Pim, you're up at 6. Raoul, you're up at 6:30. Snell, you'll be up at 7. Nice work, Neil, taking over now. Really try and keep your watts a bit low in the pack, guys. There's too many of you doing above 4, you're not going to be able to sustain that. That's much better, really well done there. So, Pim's taking over at 6, Raoul 6:30. Good work there, Pim. Raoul's up at 6:30, and Snowy's up at 7, Toby at 7:30. You'll be back at 8 for a minute if you can.
Yeah.
Toby, if you want to just try and close that gap slightly, or Peter, one of you. That's perfect, that's enough, you're good. You're all good there. If I want you to do more than just slightly ease up the watts, I will say. If I'm talking about closing gaps, you just want a little bit more, fractionally, like 50 watts at most. Okay, 10 more seconds, Raoul, and Snowy's taking over. And Toby's up at 7:30, Peter at 8. Snowy coming through. Pete to go with him. There's a bit of a gap there. Yep. That's nice. You just have to. Yeah, you're good there. You're good there. Well done. Ease off now. Just going past one person. Just be careful. Don't get caught. He's going to be up at 8 for a minute. Neil, you'll be taking over at 9. Him at 9:30. Raoul at 10. Let's not worry too much about the kilometers now while we go over these hills. 3%, so you'll have to. Everyone in the pack will have to up a little bit. Don't do too much. Just make sure we're at the pulling watts per kilos though. So it's about 5.5 for Peter. And we can ease off now in the draft a bit. Toby, you might want to move up slightly. Just a little bit of a gap. That's good. That's good. Well done. Okay, Neil will be coming through in 10. Pim, you want to be on his tail. That's fine, Toby. I've got you. Pim's up at 9:30. Raoul at 10. Snowy at 10:30. Peter at 11. Nice take over there. Well done. Raoul moving through in 5. Keep with him. Nice. Back up the speed. That's perfect. Peter, you ready to come back on 10:30?
Yeah.
You're still good with a minute.
Let's do 45.
Okay. Peter, you go till 11:15. Neil, you good for 30?
Right.
Yep. Okay. Neil, you're up at 11.
Yeah, I'm good for 30.
15.
45.
You good for 45?
I'll do 30 seconds after
Cool.
you've
Yeah,
just done 45.
that's fine. Okay, so Neil's up in 15 seconds. Pim, you'll be taking over at 11:45 from Neil. Raoul, you'll be taking over at 12:15. Okay, Neil coming through. Pim, try and keep with Neil. Neil, you've accelerated a lot. There we go, we're good, we're good, we're all good. Guys in the pack, you'll have to move up slightly, we've come through quick. PG bridging, great. Don't bridge too hard, don't do too hard. Back there, guys. Cheers, Paul, that was brilliant. Okay, Raoul, you're up in 30. That'll be at 12:15. Snowy, you'll be up at 12:45. need to dig through these little sections. Everyone in the pack.
Coming through.
Good roll. Tim, you can drop off. Guys, you need to go with him. Snowy. Snowy, you're up in 3 seconds. Just take over when you can. Guys, have to stick with Snowy now as he comes through. Just keep that speed going. So they'll dig here. You're on flats for the next section. Okay, Toby, you're up 15. And then Peter, you'll be up at 13:40. Okay, that's fine, Toby. I've got Peter. If you can come through now.
Yep.
And go till 14. That's great. Toby, just sit in, relax. Okay, Neil, you're up at 14 for 30 seconds. Pim at 14:30. Raoul at 15.
Okay.
Neil, if you just move up fractionally, that'll be good. Everyone's with you now. There we go. That's good. Back up to speed. Well in. Okay, Neil's coming through in 5. Pim, if you keep with him. And then you'll be up at 14:30, Pim. And Raoul at 15. Snowy will be up at 15:30. Much better what's in the pack, guys. Keep them nice and low. Don't be going before too much. Pim's coming through now. Raoul with him.
Second wheel.
Snowy, you're up at 15:30. Toby, will you be good for this round or not? Yep. Give you a couple of breaks after that, but hold on. So you'll be up at 16 for 30 seconds, and then sit in for as long as you can. Quiet, guys.
Maybe just before the go.
Is it? Yep, okay, yep. Toby, if you skip this one. Peter, if you come in for 30 seconds at 16.
Sure.
And then we should be at the KOM, at which point we'll all be pushing.
I'm off.
Cheers, no. Okay.
Going through.
Nice change over there, Snowy.
On Swift Power, ETA is showing Kirchmere 3509 and showing us 3514 for ETA.
A couple of seconds up on us at the moment, but we'll see what happens. They normally blow up quite hard around this time. Toby, if you can push a little, just make sure you're up with the group. Not too much, but that's good. That's good. Snowy doing the same. Just keep it with the group while I come through here. Neil, can you come through and take over? But we'll all try and do about the same. Toby, you can make it. We're not doing much up here. You've got this. Go on. Snowy, let's push up. Snowy, come on. Toby, it's 1 day, you got this. Snowy, we need you there. Aiming for 5, guys, aiming for 5. No, you got it in, you come on. Yeah, that's good, Snowy, really good. Take over the front slightly. Pim, can you take over at 18? It will be downhill.
30 seconds.
Perfect, yeah. And then Raul taking over 18:30. Let's get there when you can, guys.
Coming through.
Nice work, Toby. So you might want to move up a little bit. Paul, can you dangle a tiny bit for Snowy here? Perfect. Come on, Snowy. Come on. Got downhill after this, Snow, if you can get back in touch.
I'm done.
It's okay. Okay, Paul, back together.
Shall we push? Keep pushing or wait?
Yep, keep pushing, keep pushing.
Good.
Peter, are you good for 30 seconds?
Sure.
Okay.
No?
19, sorry. Yep, take over now till 19:30 if you can. So a bit more than 30 seconds. Neil, if you take over at 19:30. Pim, Paul, Neil, we just have to move up slightly, getting fractured.
Come on, guys.
Neil, wait till they get with you. Yep, that's good, that's good. Nice work there.
I'm off. We're just 5, right?
We got 5. That's plenty. You can do this, guys. Okay, so Neil coming through now. Paul, how are you feeling?
Hanging on.
Can you take 30 seconds? Just 30 seconds.
I try.
Can you take it up from 18 then, in 5 seconds? Just give it your best.
Yeah.
Don't worry too much about the speed. Don't do too much that you can't hang on. Then Pim, if you come up from 20:30, then Raul from 21. Nice work there, Paul. Pim, let's try and close up that gap a little bit. There we go, you're perfect, perfect. Well done. Already responded, it's good. Coming through now. Then Raul, yep, you're perfect. Really well done. Perfect transition, guys. Peter, if you can take it on at 21:30.
Yep.
I'll be following Raul. And then Neil at 22. Just going to take 30 seconds each through here, guys, and then we'll have the A's leading a bit more through the intestines.
Coming through.
Nice work, Raul. Peek over in 20 seconds.
Yes.
And then Neil will follow him. Paul, Pim, just a little dig as we close up the gap. That's Neil, if you're up now. Sorry. Guys, Pim, Paul, guys, we're dropping them. Just keep an eye behind you. So Neil's up at 22. And then Pim following 22:30. Christian at 23. Gonna be your last 2 major pulls, Christian and Pim. Hopefully. Keep it there. That's good, Neil. If you start to come through. To watch those gaps, Neil. Try and drop in.
Second wheel.
Shit, that's perfect, Neil. Well done. Let's be careful when dropping off the power, guys, just because it's very short train now. Okay, round 10. Peter, if you come through at 23:30.
Yep.
Paul, if you need to. Yep, that's perfect. Neil's doing it as well. Neil up 24.
Minutes, skip. I can't.
Who's that? Sorry?
Him.
Perfect. Okay.
Okay, I'll give it a try.
It's okay. Neil up now. Paul, do you have a Paul in you at all?
Oh, not at the moment.
No, that's
No.
fine. Okay. Christian,
Yeah, coming through.
perfect. Cheers, Christian.
Well, I did. I tried.
Hey. So can you go up again at 25? Sorry, no, it's not ideal, but just got this one last loop to go around. Be a little bit more conservative with the speeds through here. So we've got the intention to go through still. You can see him on the map now. Guys at the back will have to push up a bit. Neil, Paul, just try and keep those 5 meters. Kim, push up with Peter. Peter might have to drop the watts fractionally. That's it, back on, really good, there we go. That's nice. Neil, if you can come through in 10 seconds, that'd be great. Testings, we're going to have to bunch up, guys. Just be really tight and watch out on those times. You can't separate. Got to make it up because people will just fall apart if you get too big a gap. Neil. Yep, Neil, are you at the front? Can you push a bit?
No, master.
That's okay. Anyone who's got anything, just take it up at the front.
I won't do 5 watts though.
That's okay. Raul's taking up for what he can. Till 27, then Peter, can you come through at 27? That should be the start of the intestines.
Alright.
Don't push too much. You're doing too much work in the. There we go. That's better. Let's not do too much work in the draft, guys, especially on those downhills. Utilize them as much as possible.
I'm off.
Hey, you've got this. Hold on. Just hold on. Just want to conserve in the draft now while Peter takes this. Really conserve. soon as we hit the intestine, it's going to bunch up. Really got to fight up those climbs. And then up on the downhill. Guild one leads in to start.
And Neil take
Try
over?
and keep. Yep.
Okay, Pim is good for a
Yeah,
pull.
coming through.
Whoever's at the front when we come for the intestines just pulls.
Nail for 28:30.
Yeah, it's going to be too chaotic to do pulls through here, particularly.
Okay.
If you're at the front, you pull, and if you're at the back, you push up. Treat as a bunch. Less than 5 minutes, guys. Less than 5 minutes. Just got to work hard here. This way, make time. Let's have someone pushing through Neil. It's not all just sitting. That's nice, really good. Everyone keep pushing through. Just keep it cycling. One got the joke.
I got it.
Nice work, Paul. If you start pushing through as well, that's good. Treat it as little bursts. If you're at the back, at the start of a climb, you push through to the front by the end of it. How long left distance-wise, guys?
2.2.
Perfect. Keep working it. You can make. Let's start trying to up the pace now, guys. Got 2 minutes, 2.5 minutes of work. You can do it. You can hold in. Two and a half minutes of work. That's it. You guys have got it. Coming into the last section of climbs. Done the hard ones. Got a long downhill here. Let's make sure someone's at the front just pushing it. Pim, Peach, if you try and push through, just keep recycling at that front. Got to keep building speed, keep building speed. Okay, last bit of climbing, come on. Let's get above 4, everyone. Nice work, Peter. Keep pushing Christian all the way to the front. It's not stop just before it. Take over, give everyone a chance. You've done the climbing, guys, now we've got to keep pushing on. Get that momentum building. It's a long, slow downhill here. Keep moving up from the back, keep moving up from the back. You want to get to the finish. Free for all and pulls here. If you can pull for as long as you can at the front. We've got one extra person. Peter, Neil, let's start leading it out hard. Keep with Neil, guys. Keep with Neil. Push it up. You've got this. Almost there. From the back, start sprinting if you're at the back. Start sprinting if you're at the back. Nice, Christian. Come on, Paul. Paul, go with him. Come on. You got this. Moving through, guys. Moving through. Come on. Pim, Paul, you've got this. Keep pushing. Out of the saddle.
Oh, fuck.
Nice, guys. Really nice.
Sounds good, guys. Sorry about that. Hold on.
I'm in A now, sorry.